Here we
Thanks
go.
for tuning in, y'all.
Here we go.
Like many of you, I've been playing games as long as I can remember.
Why don't you please prove
They're a
yourself?
core part of what makes me who I am.
So
I
excited.
believe there's this deeply rooted, often unstated mission of games to keep adventure alive. In 2014, Bungie set out to start a new adventure. Heroes awakened on a desolate planet. A silent god set in our sky. And it wouldn't be long before an ancient enemy, shrouded in darkness, showed up at humanity's door to destroy us. Over the years, our heroes would shape a story far greater than anything we could have imagined. Players would explore deep into the depths of Venus, hunting a machine god that controlled time itself.
Going on a
They'd
little
invent
nostalgia
ways
trip
to
here.
combine their mythic weaponry and their paracausal abilities to stand alone against monsters that took others an entire elite squad. They'd race alongside their friends far into the early morning in the halls of an ancient city where only a select few emerged victorious at dawn, clutching the heart of a dragon. But most importantly, they
Craziest
bring
day
their
one ever.
friends and their family into this world, and together meet new faces on this adventure who would become lifelong companions. Now, together, we approach the final shape. We're about to embark on the last expedition of Destiny's first saga. So let's be clear about the stakes. In the final shape, you will go inside the Traveler.
They
The
confirmed
journey
it.
will be difficult. And what awaits you on the other side of this trek is nothing less than the deadliest entity we have ever faced. There will be no open betas. There aren't going to be any guides on the internet telling you how to handle what's to come.
Oh,
Whether
okay.
you've been with us from the beginning, joined us somewhere along the road, or are looking at Destiny for the first time, anybody who shows up on launch day is going to be greeted with this same uncharted world, a vacuum-sealed experience begging for you to be the first person to peel it open.
Okay.
So today
That sounds
is
promising.
your invitation to go forth and adventure.
Well, let me adventure. Let me see this trailer. Oh, I'm so excited. I've avoided like every single spoiler. I am so excited. We're obviously on the Cosmotron. Okay. Our Guardians resurrecting.
After all these years, we never talked about it. Why I brought you back.
The tower, what?
Why you were chosen.
Also, this armor? What the glass?
The truth is, I didn't know then.
Oh, of course they got the
It
alley.
was just a feeling.
Little jumping puzzle. Jumping puzzle in the
But I
trailer.
know now. After all we've seen,
There he is.
all we've lost,
What am I looking at?
this fight might be our last.
Dude, this is so epic.
So I'm asking you one last time to
What?
rise.
Okay, dude. Oh, the ghost has got me hype. New Void Super? Huh? What? Dude, that is so good. Like, oh my god. Bro, the time. Oh my. Become Legend, of course. That's insane. Part of the Traveler.
This is a
Okay.
momentous time in Destiny history. We've
That
been
scenery.
building to this moment for the last 10 years.
It kind of
The
reminded me
final
of
shape is the
Revelations
conclusion
from Black
to
Ops
that
3.
journey. This is a moment in gaming that, as a developer, you just don't get very often.
Guardians and allies are fighting the biggest threat that the universe has ever seen in this big culmination of the Light and Darkness saga.
When we were thinking of what the final shape could be, it had to be a lot of different things. It needs to pay off this epic confrontation with the Witness that we've been setting up for years. It has to bring you closer to your allies in the Vanguard. It has to be this place that like makes you feel nostalgic for the entire journey you've been on.
When we
That's
were
awesome.
resurrected by Ghost at the very beginning of this story, we didn't know why, but it was for this. The Traveler is asking us for help, and it's our responsibility to protect every living thing in the universe from what the Witness intends to do.
When we first start the final shape, we are finally able to go through the portal that the Witness opened in the Traveler at the end of Lightfall.
Inside is the Pale Heart of the Traveler. That is the stage for our showdown with the Witness.
Hellheart.
The Witness has the darkness. It has always had a connection to it. The Pale Heart of the Traveler is what it's trying to use to gain connection to the light. So with both, it can enact its final shape.
The Witness looks around and sees a lack of purpose, no meaning. It wants to fix all that. So it's trying to put the universe into this frozen perfection where everything's just exactly how it thinks it's supposed to be. That is the final shape.
Bro,
If we're going to defeat
That is
the
terrifying.
Witness, it's going to take everyone. Failure is not an option.
We're gonna need the Vanguard, all of our allies, and all the Guardians to rally together
they have to be
and
your
be
supers.
brave in the face of Oblivion.
dude, that
In
is
the final
that's
shape,
the tower.
we're going to answer questions at the grandest scale. But what I find really interesting is that it's also a very personal journey where we deepen our relationships with these characters that we've known for so long. Zavala,
that's so
Cora,
cool.
our Ghost, get to reconnect with Cade 6. So, like, while there's this great conflict and everything going on around us and stakes of just unimaginable heights, it's still at the end a story told around campfires by a bunch of companions who have been fighting together
Interesting.
for hundreds of years.
Dude, that's gonna be cool, actually. Oh, I'm so excited. Bro, everybody looks so dope. The tower. There
In
it
the final
is.
shape, we're going through the portal that the Witness has opened up to confront it and stop the final shape. Inside the Traveler is this infinite, vast, unknowable, and we're landing on the Pale Heart, which is a fraction of really what is inside the Traveler.
The Pale Heart is weird. It's a little
Okay.
strange. It makes you feel
What?
uncomfortable. And it is also just so cool and artistic in the best way.
Bro, this is so weird. It's so creepy.
The Witness entered well ahead of any Guardians, and so it's had time to kind of shape what's there. When our Guardian enters, the rest of the Pale Heart starts getting shaped also around what we've experienced.
This is the Traveler
Dude.
creating the world in front of you as it saw on your journey.
This is gonna be cool, honestly.
One of the most memorable locales from Destiny's past is the D1 Tower. It's really a labor of love from the Destiny team. The final shape means so much to everyone who's building it, and I think players are really going to be able to see that.
The Pale Heart is our very first linear destination that we've ever done.
What is this gun?
I would love it if players felt that they began their journey in a place of safety and feel
It looks
it escalate
Beautiful.
in
Okay, well, that
danger,
doesn't. Well, it does, but
in surrealness, because there is this beautiful evolution of the space.
They see things that are more and more wrong.
There's
as they
Taken.
begin to go
Taken.
towards the Witness's monolith. It's kind of this omnipresent, foreboding thing off in the distance.
The weirdest things happen as you get closer to the monolith in the form of reshaping. Kind of like deconstructing things and putting them back together just wrong.
The sense of scale you get out there, like as you're exploring these spaces and you're jumping on these reshaped cuboids of Earth, you feel
Also,
tiny as a Guardian.
what?
You feel alone. You feel like you are not
Bro.
a force to be reckoned with, that you have been. You're not the God Slayer right now. You're just this little person jumping from these massive pieces to massive pieces.
Dude, the big faces are
One
so
of the things
creepy.
that we really tried to also capture is that the Witness keeps throwing everything it has at you. And so you're going to fight these new enemies, the
New enemies?
Subjugators.
Huh? Okay.
Subjugators are the new unit you're going to be facing in the final shape.
Actually? Or are they just like the
They have an enhanced
tormentors?
power set. They're performing
Oh, there's two?
stasis powers and strand powers to face the Guardian.
Makes sense,
In
darkness.
support of all the other enemies you're fighting too.
They bring something entirely new to the battlefield, which is kind of this element of control.
They're back there pinging away with stasis abilities, throwing crystals at you, freezing you in place.
Oh, wow, dude, they look
tangling
sick.
you up.
Dude, they look so cool. What the?
We're focusing you on the campaign and only the campaign. It's the most important thing in the universe at that moment. You have to stop
Okay.
the final shape from happening.
And for that, we do need the help with our allies. And so we're going to make sure that the core Vanguard team gets back together. Zavala and Ikora and
Oh,
Fade.
that's so cool.
The campaign is just the start of the Pale Heart. After
Mhm.
you've reached the
course.
monolith and finished the campaign, we open up
Oh.
the entire destination. And so the entire Pale Heart is going to react to you and what you are doing.
Okay, that's sick.
The campaign in the final shape doesn't really end with the final mission. The
Oh.
raids are where you defeat like the big
am I
bosses.
looking at?
So it's only natural that when you are going to confront the Witness, you're going to do that in the raid. But that might not be enough.
I just confirmed that he's
This
in the
is a moment
raid.
where we need to rally all Guardians to be able to overcome the final shape and the Witness.
The Witness of the raid. It's in the raid. Okay. This is exciting, bro.
In the final shape, we
Harnessing
are
the light,
inside the
okay.
Traveler. Very close to
This
this
could be the
energy. This
subclasses.
allows us to have new supers, Arc,
New-
Solar, Void.
Supers! It was!
create something that turns you into an
Huh?
offensive powerhouse, but also can benefit your allies in a support
New
capacity.
light
There
supers.
is this thread of
Was not expecting
team
that.
play and like working with your friends to overcome the odds.
Hey, Arc Throwing
Warlock
Knife.
Super is
What?
the ultimate expression of solar energy coursing through your Guardian. This Solar Warlock Super is a callback
Wait.
to Radiance from D1.
Other than Golden
What?
Gun, this is the only
Are they
other
bringing Self-Res?
first-person
Are they bringing
super
Self-Res?
in Destiny right now.
Are they bringing
Your
Self-Res?
melee's
There's no way they're bringing Self-Res back.
projectiles going off, doubling the amount of projectiles. Your grenade almost being sentient as it searches around, and then it hits a character and bounces off and goes to another one. And you're so overflowing with this energy that you are also giving it to your allies,
Oh, that's-
allowing them
oh,
to
dude.
have their solar weapons supercharged.
They're bringing
applying
it back,
scorch
and
when
they're
they're
making it
shooting.
better.
The new Solar Warlock aspect. When I cast my Rift, it is going to
You
create
asked.
this little solar soul
A
that
solar
when it
soul.
sees an enemy, it launches part of itself out and hits the enemy and explodes and scorches them.
It just feels very alive.
Nice. Bro, what? They're bringing Radiance
Twilight
back.
Arsenal.
I guess no Self-Res, but
It's a layered super.
This is the only ranged one-off offensive super for Titans in the game. The
Okay.
Titan jumps up into the air, summons this giant void axe, throws it, summons another one, throws it, summons another one, looks at a different group of enemies, throws it.
Oh,
And
that's
when
cool.
These axes fly through the air, they stick into the ground or an enemy, do their void gravity
Dude.
thing where they suck a bunch of energy and enemies in and then explode. But that
That's
doesn't
gonna
destroy
be
the
so
axe.
sick.
The axe sticks around.
Oh, wait,
and
what?
You and your allies can go and pick up that axe and start waiting.
Bro, this is the most Titan thing ever.
Super is insane to me.
The Void Titan aspect. I press and
Oh.
hold my grenade button to consume my grenade and turn it into the
Oh, that's
shield.
cool.
The more damage it takes, the more it charges up, and then I can release that, and it creates this blast that deals massive damage
It's kind of like a handheld supernova with a shield.
The Hunter Arc Super.
Arc is all about finding the shortest distance between 2 points. The hunter kind of rears back, takes this
Another
knife
Arc
and
Super
throws it
hunter.
across the world, and then is able to blink to its position. Do
Wait,
a
that's
flash
cool.
That just decimates anyone nearby.
One really great thing about that is
Little
not
axe
just
there,
you
super.
do it once, but you're able to do it 3 times.
Oh, there,
Along
that's
with
cool.
Devastating attack each time you do it.
The hunter
It kind of looks like the Stray and
we twirl it
rope,
in the air, which
Silk Stray.
pulls us upward. It creates this burst, which amplifies you and any allies near you.
It almost makes it feel like
Oh,
you're
that's
playing
cool.
a fighting game, right? Like these combos that you're chaining together.
Dude,
to do these
this
different
looks
moves.
super
It,
cool,
puts
honestly.
That sandbox to the next level.
The more aspects we have, the more capable we are to do that.
It feels like you're like riding the lightning, you know, like that instantaneous, like.
That was good, but I think it's more like. You
I
know?
like it. I like it.
Oh man, I was not expecting new light
Rebels
supers.
has been working on all sorts of goodness. We've got
What is that? Like
exotics, we've got legendaries,
New
we've got
lights-
perks. We're always cooking up stuff. We're always playing with stuff that we think is like really interesting or taking inspiration. We have Tessellation, which is this exotic pyramid fusion rifle. It has the really intriguing property of adapting your Guardian's current damage type.
This will be the first time that you can run a weapon that can adapt to be strand or stasis in the energy slot. So you'll be able to run an entirely strand or entirely stasis loadout.
Bro, that looks so
Tessellation
cool.
has the additional property that you can special reload to reshape your grenade and suck it into the weapon, and then fire out a super destructive single projectile. It's a really special weapon.
What's the
Bro,
one
that looks so
specific
cool.
exotic that I can make that's like really zany that you would like right now?
What if Golden Gun was a sniper rifle?
What if you could harness the might of the
Okay, I
Traveler?
like that.
You know, we had a moment where we saw that Traveler Beam cutscene. I know people on Weapons went, I kind of want that. You're like, that is incredibly dope.
So we've got this opportunity to bring back these
All
iconic
right.
Destiny 1 weapons, but really turn it into something that feels unique in Destiny 2.
We have to bring Kvotov into the fold.
The
Bro,
Red
what?
Death exotic pulse rifle.
And Dragon's Breath.
Wait, Red Death? Is that what he
Burn
just
the
said?
world, burn it
Dragon's
all.
Breath? Okay.
In the final shape, we have new weapon subfamilies coming, broadening what
I'm excited
existing
for
weapons
this.
can be.
Really like bordering on exotic functionality. So for example, we've got a rocket pistol sidearm subfamily. We always liked the special ammo
Oh.
sidearms. This fires tiny,
Oh, special ammo.
slow-moving rockets. They hit very hard, do a bit of AoE damage.
Oh, that's cool.
They have a mixture of
I wasn't
regular weapon and rocket
expecting
launcher
that.
stats. We're also doing a new support weapon subfamily.
The support frame auto rifle is a
Okay.
type of legendary auto rifle. It'll let you switch seamlessly from firing at enemies to healing your allies.
Wha-
I'm really excited to
That's cool.
bring it to dungeons and keep my team alive, honestly.
That's super cool, actually. What? We actually have
Weapons
support
team is
builds?
always coming up with new ideas. We've got a ton of new cool stuff coming over the next few years, and some new and really wild ideas, which we're pretty excited about.
Bro, we're only 17 minutes in, by the way.
Come on, take a load off. We've got a lot to cover. This place is only big enough for one dashing hero type, and that's me, so. I'm back! Hey, you two, give me a sec. I was magnificent. This is great. Anyone want a hug? Get your rock off my map. Worst case scenario, you die. But who knows? Maybe you won't.
Dude, Kate. I'm so happy Kate is back. The OG trailer.
Well, better get back to it.
I mean, it's probably just gonna be a memory, like they kind of said with the earlier stuff, but still.
In this moment where we're driving to the
Guess
end
we'll find out
of the
now.
Light and Darkness saga, it's great to see Cade like return to this world at this moment with all this change about to culminate with this confrontation with the long-standing enemy, the Witness.
Cade is the quintessential hunter. His presence casts such a long shadow over the story of Destiny, whether it was when he was alive or when he was dead.
What Cade goes through in this journey, how he serves as a catalyst for the other characters, the events that are uncovered to have brought him back. This is how the story had to end. There was no end to the Light and Darkness saga. that didn't have Cade here
100%.
alongside his friends to finish the job.
100%.
Once we started digging into the nature of the Pale Heart, I think that crystallized Cade's role as a guide. Cade is Virgil, and he's our guide through this other place. Cade is the one who is the most appropriate person to be the guide, because that's his job. That's always been his job. It just feels so natural for Nathan to be back in the booth. It felt amazing to just see him
I'm
slip
so
back
excited
into the
to
role,
hear
like,
stuff,
without
man.
missing a beat.
Right, instantly.
In the flesh, or metal, as it were.
Cade's the glue that's always held Zavala and Ikora together. Having him back puts them in a position of questioning where they've been and what they've done without him.
You think about the journey that Zavala's been on and how he's been taken down this dark path, and you think about the weight that's been on Ikora, having to hold the Vanguard together, having Cade's voice of levity and brightness that he brings to that group. I think is going to be great for them.
Well, at least we have each other.
We want people to take away that sense of reunion and that idea of like the gang being back together for this moment.
I'm here now.
Oh, man.
Wherever the hell here is.
Dude, this is looking so good. Okay. And it looks so... Oh my god. Unlocking the path. Well, that's the season, for sure.
Guardian, the witness poses a dire threat,
Eris? Okay.
and the Witch Queen holds the answers we seek. But only if we contend with her sister, Xivu Arath.
Oh?
It rests with me. Will you come back from this? Do not be afraid.
Eris?
Bring me your tithes.
What?
You now wield hive magic and have entwined it with your light.
Okay, so we're going back to Savathun's throne world.
Fire Guardian, and open the way to our tithes.
What? Was
Let them know fear. The death of whispers, and they do whisper.
Oh?
Fight in my name, Guardian. Every opponent you defeat strengthens me.
What? Was that a void moth?
My appetite rise.
Oh, did I just see
for
that
your
wrong?
brutal tributes.
I like a straight hand cannon.
Let us show her what it is to be Hive.
Yeah, that's definitely a straight rocket.
You have found the horn of battle. You are deserving of the greatest death I can bestow.
Okay. Bro, what is this? I was not expecting any of that. I'm gonna be completely honest.
The Season of the Witch is our opportunity as players.
Season of the
We've been
Witches.
annihilating
Or
and
Witch.
breaking
I
Hive
don't know which one.
spells, and now we finally get to cast them.
At the end of Season of the Deep, we learn that Savathun has the key to getting into the portal that we need to go into. That means we have to go find Imaru, her ghost.
The armor
And I
looks
was like,
sick.
Not so fast. We've got a bigger problem first, and that bigger problem's name is Xivu Arath. If we fight her, she only gets stronger. Eris has an idea. It's a really
good
It's a wild ass idea, yeah. She determines, like, well, the best way to fight
It looks
fire
like
is with
it.
fire. We are channeling all of that energy that we're creating by going through, by eliminating enemies, and we're tithing to our friend Eris.
Bring me your tithes.
What does that mean for the characters and the player to kind of like be like Savathun? And that's where we went down the path of having Hive Eris. We want to extend that magical fantasy into the
She's
player.
finally a
the
hob,
ability
bro.
To have overwhelming magical
Ain't
power,
part hob
risk and
anymore.
reward into all of our activities and systems experiences. And so that's what led us to come up with things like Deck of Whispers.
Deck of Whispers.
This magical deck of cards that creates amazing synergies with your Buildcraft meta and with buffs and the activities.
They can
Okay.
then choose these cards at will, whichever ones they want, and then that really leans into
Okay.
the build crafting.
You actually are getting
Okay,
cards
I
that
like
you can
that.
use to place on the battlefield and change the way you play.
I'm such a sucker for deck building. Like being able to like
I
bring
like
that element into Destiny gameplay has just been like, oh, chef's kiss.
Yeah, oh, it's
really
super
fun.
fun.
So we've got 2 brand new seasonal
Sure, they'll
activities.
probably
coming
have like a
with
bunch of
Season the
lore
Witch.
too.
We've got Altars of Summoning and Savathun's Spire.
Savathun's
Okay.
Spire is our new 3-player offensive. You're doing a lot more with the Lucent Hive magic, but it's got a high amount of combatant density. It's got additional
you.
random encounters that you can come across.
The Witch's
Cool.
Spire itself, Savathun's Spire, was like her reliquary for all these different magical experiments as she was learning the light. You're there in order to learn as much as you can in order to become a master spellcaster, right? To become like Savathun.
Interesting. Okay.
The Altar of Summonings activity is really exciting because you can spend like 20 minutes in it or you can spend 2 hours in it.
It's a 3-player experience that you can hop in and hop out of. As you're going through this activity, you're
2
filling the
hours?
tithing bucket. As that tithing bucket is filled up, you'll get progressively more rewards. And then finally at the end, it'll cash out and you'll get a whole mess of rewards.
Okay. I mean, those weapons literally look like
Really
vault
wanted to
glass
make sure that there
weapons.
was a home for any exotic mission content
At
coming in
least
seasons
the scout.
After the year has passed. And so we developed what we're calling the exotic mission rotator.
Right away, we're
Mhm.
getting Presage, Vox Obscura, and Operation Seraph.
But we're also gonna
This is some
add
of the most fun
Whisper
content
and
the team
Outbreak.
is making. It's some of the content the fans and players of Destiny
Oh,
love most.
yeah, more
the
coming.
most exciting thing outside of just the missions themselves is that every time we put a mission inside of that rotator, the exotic that comes alongside of it will become craftable.
Okay, that's cool. I can't wait for a
This
crafted
season,
Whisper.
We have a brand new Vex lo-fi PvP map coming. It's really exciting. It's got a bunch of really tight gameplay experiences. We wanted to make sure that we focus the combat a little bit more. With the new Vex network map, we really wanted to make sure we hit is like, hey, you're shoulder to shoulder more often. There's not as much deep sight lines that you're interacting with. And a lot of the flow of the map is actually built around this like kind of central pillar of the Vex network that you're orienting around.
And there's
Looks
also
cool.
some modes coming too, right?
We've got a new PvP game mode coming that's all about relics. It's about multiple relics, so it's not just one like the Scorch game mode from the past. So we've got the shield coming from Vault of Glass, we've got the spear back from Season of the Risen.
And we got the scythe from Season of the Haunted.
Yeah, so you're gonna be reaping Guardians with that thing.
Yeah, they
It's a
did
lot more tactical
confirm
gameplay.
that if it was a
It's
legendary
all about
campaign or
running
not.
around the
Looking
map,
back,
claiming these
I
relic
imagine it's
dispensers and then grabbing
going to
them
be,
in order
but-
to push for victory.
I will take what I need. The words in my throat are the weapon in my fist.
We were feeling pretty Hyvey this season, obviously. There's something in the air. And so when thinking about like what's a good raid reprisal that would really suit
It's
this
growing
very
up.
Hyvey
It's growing
season,
up.
There's only one answer.
Bring it back, baby. Let me see it. Hey, there it is.
I have seen what the Hive call a god.
Oh man, this is nostalgic right here. Rhoda in return. Oh man. Wait, that was the ornament armor. They actually bringing the ornaments back? What? Neko Chasm, let's go. Okay, dude, they're bringing the Age of Triumph ornaments. Bro, what? Oh, you get a raid ring. That ring actually looks pretty sick. United we rise.
Heading
Okay.
into the final shape, we really want to rally all Guardians at the end of the Light and Darkness saga. We want to reduce those power barriers as well as catch people up on
Power
the story
barriers.
beats and make
New
sure that
leveling
they
system?
have a really great and easy time connecting with other players. In the final shape, we're trying to find ways to make power more simple and easy to understand and also lowering the
Nice.
barrier to entry.
It's going to make it easier for players who have not been able to jump into game
easily because they were held back by the challenges in grinding for the power levels that are required by these different activities.
One of the major changes that's going to be happening starting with the final shape is there are going to be a certain number of activities that are going to be power fixed. So it doesn't matter kind of what power level you are going into it, you're always going to be able to
makes
approach
sense.
it. There's still going to be tiers of difficulty that you can do, things that are just meant to be experienced a certain way.
Things like Nightfall strikes that will still have power enabled, and that's where we're really going to focus the whole power climb.
The raids,
Okay.
contest modes that everybody loves to engage with, that experience is fundamentally going to be staying the same.
I'm excited for this because I think there will be a lot more clarity for players in terms of understanding the relative difficulty of things, where they sit now in the spectrum.
One way that we're trying to do that is making it easier for new players to engage with you. So we're introducing something that we're calling Fire Team Power.
You can actually bring your friends
Oh.
along to play any dungeons and raids in the game without having to wait them to be at a certain power level. The person with the highest power in your fire team is actually going to bring all the others close to their power level, which means that there's no barriers really for any other guardian to join you.
Okay.
With high level content.
When it's
That's
combined with
cool.
Fire Team Finder, it also allows you to find strangers, people you've never played with before, and have that same experience. That's all regardless.
That's
of
really
the
cool,
power level
actually.
of
I
the
like
rest of
that.
the people in your fire team.
Fire Team Finder is the new feature that's coming in
The
season 2.
Lost
We
Sector
aim at
Goblins,
helping
maybe. They're about
connect
to
and
be
find
getting
other
everyone's
people
light up.
to complete the best and most aspirational content in Destiny. We have a tag system that allows players to be able to say,
The
well,
Fire Team Finder.
this is my play style. I'm really chill. I'm anti-sweat.
Ooh, this is
I'm
so
just really
cool.
here to have a good time.
It actually looks like they
Tags
improved
really
it a bit.
allows players to show a little bit more personality, show a little bit more about what they're about. I think what's really great about it is with this launch, we're also looking at including inclusion tags.
As an example, one of the inclusion tags that we have are for colorblind players. Hopefully the inclusion tags
Ooh.
will bring players closer to finding their community and even closer to the people that they're playing with. So once a listing goes live, players will be put into a listing lobby where players can gather, they can communicate with each other. So we wanted to make it as convenient and as easy as possible for players to not just sit and stare at a screen for a long time while their listing actually fills up.
As a gamer who's typically more solo, I'm especially excited about this because it really is about helping reduce that anxiety and burden that comes with trying to make a new connection.
Yeah, this is so cool for people to not have people to play with. Or even if people that do just need
A
like an
feature
extra.
coming out today that I'm incredibly excited about is Timeline Reflections. Essentially what we have
Free for all
done
players,
is we
okay.
went back to previous expansions and pulled out missions that we felt really represent
Oh.
key narrative beats within our story. We
Okay.
going to have a mission for Forsaken, mission for Beyond Light, as well as a mission for Witch Queen.
Thanks for the memory.
That's cool.
The neat thing about these missions is they're not going to be like one-to-one for how you would experience them in the campaign. You're also going to get additional pieces of narrative fed to you to like identify like, hey, this is why it's important that this happened, and here are the people you met along the way.
A really big one that's really timely for Final Shape is Cade's Last Stand from Forsaken.
Yeah.
This is a moment that a lot of players, new and old, are going to come back to Destiny. I think this is just the right time to introduce features that are going to allow those players to jump right in and find people to play with and enjoy this content regardless of their power level.
That's cool. All ends
We're reaching the
beginnings.
end of this
The future.
10-year journey.
Has
What
to
comes
be.
next?
The episodes. And the new way we're going to tell stories moving forward.
Episodes.
What's really important about episodes is that it's a really big shakeup to what we've been doing. Instead of providing 4 seasons a year, you are going to
Okay.
get 3 larger episodes.
Okay.
So the first 3 episodes
Okay.
this coming year are called Echoes, Revenant,
They're just dropping them.
and Heresy. It's coming right after the final shape.
That's
The theme
cool.
For the year is going to be all about the consequences and aftermath of the final shape. I think what's really the cornerstone of the episode model that we're building is the 3-act structure. The acts act as these anchors for us to introduce new weapons, new artifact mods, new activities. There's going to be new missions coming around the core. There'll be new story moments in
Huh?
every single one of these acts. We're actually providing
Not
more
expecting this.
cinematic styled experiences throughout the final shape year and the episodes with it than any of the seasons we've ever developed.
Bro, this is so
These
cool.
new stories are actually playable as standalone. Like each episode is something you can experience whether you've been playing Destiny for 10 years or this is your first one.
you're going to be able to basically enjoy them in any order you want to.
I think the opportunity with this big epic moment is that we get to innovate the game. We get to move the game forward.
It's all about change frequently. It's all about deeper
I
story
actually
moments. It's all
really
about
like
more
this.
weapons, more loot, more often. And it really provides the team with a platform to go much deeper into the themes and fantasies and story of any individual episode as compared to the seasons you know of today.
I'm so excited to see what the narrative team can do with this kind of new platform of
Hey.
storytelling. Episodes provides this awesome
So
foundation
Vex scoring high.
for the future of Destiny.
We're moving into the next stage of Destiny 2. I think some people look at the final shape and they think Destiny 2 is coming to the end. And in many ways,
Oh, they
it's the
do.
opposite. We're leaning in.
Thank
We're
you
putting
for confirming.
the pedal to the metal. Episodes provide us a new, innovative way for players to engage with Destiny 2 throughout the year.
Dude, that's exciting, actually. It's gonna be kind of more like a DLC now.
What makes a guardian?
We get 3 per year? Hey, I'll take that.
Bravery, sacrifice.
I wonder if it's have big expansion though. I would assume
We know
not,
that
since
we
they
were
didn't
chosen for
say
a
it,
reason.
but
By something greater than ourselves.
Guardian. Guardian? Eyes up, Guardian.
I'm glad
By the fires
I'm
of
glad they
ancient
said that it is not the
we
end
are
though.
forged and sharpened into what we must become for the fight ahead. We are the final line that halts the second collapse.
All of us. Every Titan. Every Warlock. Every Hunter.
What is it the Guardians say? Devotion inspires
The chill bumps are coming, man.
bravery. Bravery inspires sacrifice.
Sacrifice leads to death. The line between light and dark is so very thin.
Oh my god, man. Dude, the chill bumps.
There are things out in the dark that only the dark can overcome. Trust me.
You've heard the stories of the Traveler's sacrifice, of darkness descending upon humanity.
Our purpose is its end. This time, there is no escape.
Become legend. Guess we finally get to become legend next DLC.
It's going to be an exciting year for Guardians. We get to make good on a promise that we made way back in 2014. There was classic rock blasting, a fire
Yeah.
team racing across our solar system, and at the end, a simple message: become legend. Today, you got a glimpse at how we'll be cementing your legend in this upcoming year. We're going to be heading inside the Traveler, experiencing a destination unlike anything we've ever built before.
Looks
We'll
so
face
cool.
the biggest bad we've ever made, and we'll do this all alongside a streamlined progression system, allowing us to easily play with friends in any content in the game. And as the dust settles in the final shape, we're going to continue our legends in Echoes. It's Destiny's first episode in a new phase of storytelling for Guardians, with brand new conflicts born from the resolution of the Light and Darkness saga. These first episodes are just the beginning. But if you're chomping at the bit to see how the Light and Darkness saga is going to kick off the future of Destiny 2, we've got a ton of great content for you to jump into today. Going live after this, we've got Season of the Witch, with a new
Season of
story,
the Witch.
new weapons, new armor, new activities, and new PvP content, all alongside a series of story catch-up missions, allowing any of your friends to jump into the game and get up to speed on what's happening in this world. Then, next week, a brutal reprisal of Crota's End
A
is gonna join the
brutal
ranks of our
reprisal.
aspirational content.
Brutal!
I
He
can't
dropped
wait
the
to see you all
brutal
in
word.
Film World as we learn more about the final shape and how we can stop it.
Dude. Oh, another trailer? Or is this just a teaser?
Do not be afraid.
I'm ascending. I'm ascending. Oh man, bro, it's
All
so
these
good.
years, all we've lost. This fight might be our last. So I'm asking you to rise. One last time.
Oh, bro, it looks so good. I'm gonna assume that's the end. I'm assuming. Oh, Collector's Edition reveal. Wait, it's not the end. Okay, hold up. We got, you know, they gotta make money, but yeah, I hope this is epic. I really, really hope this is cool, especially with all the scenery and stuff they've already shown.
When we create a collector's edition, we try and recreate items from the universe for players to enjoy outside of the game. So this year we're doing a Destiny 1 tower. We really try to work hard at thinking about 10 years of Destiny and how best to encapsulate that experience.
That's perfect.
Even as the game dev who've worked on it since day one, like I think having it be the tower is super exciting for us because it's going to kind of catalog your journey of a player from when you first started playing Destiny all the way to now. The tower, it's kind of like the beacon in which you're a place you can call home.
You get the tower, and then there are actual figures
of
the Vanguard mentors that accompany that architectural model.
And there's a lot of like hidden messages and hidden things.
There's going to be some fun
secrets.
surprises. We're always trying to push the envelope. And so we've been playing a lot with magnetic locks and
Oh,
sound
cool.
effects, lights, just sort of make this experience as a whole really special. It's sort of the perfect symbol of Destiny. I'm so excited for it.
Dude, it looks so cool. I'm sure if you place in certain spots, they're gonna play some audio messages or something. Final shape. Is there a pre-order bonus? Dude, look at this art. Dude, it looks so sick. Like, bro. I will say the hand cannon looks like this one of the seasonal weapons, but okay. Yeah, okay, now that is officially there. The post show is starting soon. So I'm just gonna meet this real quick. Just kind of round this up. That was extremely exciting. I was not expecting a lot of stuff. We ended up, I guess, not getting a new Darkness subclass. Or maybe they're just saving that, but obviously we're getting some new Light subclasses, which was crazy. Definitely did not expect that to happen. Like I said, the art, the scenery, it all looks so sick. I'm so excited. Even the new season looks really interesting, so I'm really excited to jump into that. And if you all want to see videos or builds, anything on that, and you enjoyed this reaction, be sure to stick around the channel. I'm going to be posting a ton of content from here on out. I'm extremely excited for the future of this game. Also, beyond Final Shape, the episodes, it looks like we're going to more DLC based, so really excited. Anyways, if you watch this whole thing, I seriously appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all have a great day. Peace.